Hey, welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. Today we have A Tale of Two Critters. This is a 47-minute movie. I imagine this is like a TV movie because its aspect ratio is 4:3 and it pretty much fits on a television rather than a movie screen. And features weren't 47 minutes, even in 1977 when this came out, challenging Star Wars for the top of the box office. No, no, that was never a thing. This, yeah, 1977, 47 minutes. It's a live action nature drama starring a bear cub and a raccoon who get separated from their families on a log that runs downriver, and then they're left to fend for themselves. Uh, there is a narration throughout this by Mafe Nutter, Mayf Nutter is his name. If you've ever seen, gosh, he was probably I think he was in Bonanza for a bit. He's got a real folksy kind of voice to it. It's meant to sound more country and friendly and homey. You know, it, it works for this. It's basically his job is to tell the story of what's going on between these animals and make it seem real, make it seem like the editing makes sense. I mean, yeah, okay, it's edited together. It's footage of animals in the wilderness that they've either had to just sort of film completely and then edit together to make it look like a story, or it's probably both, or they decided to set up scenarios that look like nature in addition to actual real nature scenes. But in addition to nature, they would create a set where a bear would be sitting in its den and this raccoon would go in and bug him when he's trying to hibernate. Things like that, which, you can control that kind of stuff on a set because you have the camera set up there in that little enclosed area. You know, it again, it's a mixture of both. But yeah, it's not exactly interesting or exciting or anything else. If you little kids might be interested in it to see bears and raccoons running around together, but for the most part, it's not really it's not really that fun or interesting or anything else. It's there's some they try to add a level of emotion because at one point, they appear to be traveling together. Um, are they friends? They fight over food. They look like they're wrestling and kidding around, but are they really fighting? They could when they run across other animals like a badger or some other like something big, some other bigger thing. Also, by the way, also a large black bear is also comes in the picture every so often, and you just see them animals thrown together in a sense by whoever's filming this, and then they're fighting. They're put in distress. How do you? They probably went through like 7 raccoons in this. I imagine. I don't know. There's lots of little things here and there. Like when the raccoon decides he wants to have some goose eggs, the geese are freaked out. They're not actors. The raccoon's not an actor. He's just like, you know what? They put me in a area at the edge of some water, and we're gonna freak each other out. It seems like animal abuse. I don't know. It's just like those old Swiss Family Robinsons where they would have the dog fight a tiger. Yeah, they're actor animals, but the tiger's still a freaking wild animal. It's to me, this kind of stuff doesn't sit well with me. It borders on animal abuse, and it just seems like it's not a great idea. So, it's and that runs through my head the entire time while I'm watching this. Like, okay, which way are they going to freak these animals out now? And let's throw a fish in the middle of a field that somebody's captured but then dropped, and now have a three-way fight between the bear, the raccoon, and some other red ring-tailed badger thing. I don't know. They look like, and they're just tearing at each other over this free fish. Just doesn't seem right. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a little bit too sensitive about such things. It just doesn't seem entertaining to me. But oh well. If you're into this kind of thing, maybe you have really good memories of watching this at home between attempting to see Star Wars back in 1977. Here you go. It's on Disney Plus. And if you want to hear folk music played whenever there's a lull between story, traveling on, traveling on. It's so 1977. Honestly, if this thing had been made 2 weeks later, it probably would have disco music in it. So you never know. Okay, I'm going to pick tomorrow's episode, but I made a mistake. I thought, since today is the 500th episode. By the way, I want to make some notes here. I want to tell you just how far we've come in 500 episodes. So I'm going to kill some time here as I load this up. Come on. I probably should have done this earlier. Here we go. Now, today, again, 500 episodes, not counting the 0 episode with The Mandalorian. This is some crazy stuff because obviously 500 episodes means we've watched 500 things. That means I've watched, and maybe you have, I don't know, 648 hours and 14 seconds of Disney Plus. 648 hours of Disney Plus in the last 500 days. That's a lot. That's a crazy amount. If you broke that down into days, 648 hours, it works out to 27 days. So almost a month. Almost the month of February is how much Disney Plus I've watched. Out of those 500 things, 422 things were brand new to me. Things I had not watched, or at least could not confirm remembering watching, because maybe I watched it when I was a little kid, and it didn't stick, But yeah, 422 out of 500 things I had never seen before. That's kind of crazy. It's opened my eyes to whole lots of new entertainment, and obviously things I probably wouldn't have bothered to watch. It's just not stuff. Some stuff on Disney Plus is not made for me. It's just the way it is. We know this. As for what I created here, because of watching all this Disney Plus, the average length of my videos have worked out to be 10 minutes and 59 seconds. Couldn't have been just a flat 11, but 10 minutes and 59 seconds. Yes, I keep a spreadsheet that tracks all of this stuff. The total hours I've recorded over the last 500 days, total hours recorded, I've recorded 91 hours and 30 minutes and 14 seconds worth of videos that you have not watched. Most of you have not watched. Out of the different things we watched, I've watched 56 different shorts and shorts series. I've watched 74 different series, an episode or 2 or 3 of each series. Some the entire thing. Like I think Star Wars Resistance. I watched the whole thing. I marathoned that thing. Documentaries and live action reality type shows. I did 75 of those. And that makes the rest of the movies 295 movies. 295 movies. It's 3/5 just about of everything I've watched on Disney Plus. That's crazy. So yeah, that's a lot of stuff. So we're gonna shoot for 500 more. Soon we're going to be resetting the clock once we end the quarter at the end of March, but I accidentally mixed those things up and I thought we were resetting today. And oops, so I had to roll it back, but I also wiped away all of the little numbers that we've watched over the last 3 months. So there's a good chance, or somewhat of a good chance, that I'm going to hit this button and it's going to give us a number of something we've already watched. So watch as this devolves into something just completely obnoxious. We're still going to use the current map for at least the next week because, hey, the end of the month is coming real soon. So here we go. Let's pick tomorrow's episode.
476.
476. Now, let's see. 476. Have we seen 476? We have not. But, funnily enough, it's a sequel and we didn't watch the first one yet. But, hey, it's... I'm pretty sure I've seen this. I can't remember. I know I've seen the first one. Stars Whoopi Goldberg. And we're going to be watching Sister Act 2, Back in the Habit. Because, of course we are. 476. Sister Act 2, Back in the Habit. She's dressing up as a nun to escape the law, I think. It's been a long time since I've seen these things. But she's back in the habit. I think that plot line was from the first one. Don't know. Anyway, Sister Act 2 and the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. I'll see you back here tomorrow.